Capitec proudly brings you My Design Rules. Bank on better.
Last week on My Design Rules, our three talented duos arrived at Paarl Valleij Lifestyle Estate and Farm for the first time. And after receiving their design themes for the competition, they set off on their first room challenge, the spare room upstairs. Now, with time ticking away, they'll have to get their hands dirty to finish before the deadline.
The stage is set and the duos are on the clock to work towards their first space. And it can be anything but a bedroom. Now, this means that the options are endless and sometimes too many choices can cause some issues. But with a grand prize of up to 600,000 Rand from Capitec, the duos will have to bank on each other to get the job done.
House Signature Shannon plan on transforming their space into a craft room, with the walls and ceilings clad in PG Bison Clydeshaw melamine boards from Timber City that have the natural grain and indentation of wood, but are practical and low maintenance.
We are currently in what is going to be our craft room. Deadline is coming up. I think that is quite a hectic point for everyone at this point. For now, they are still putting the boards up, getting everything cut out for where our plugs are going and where the plumbing points are going. And then after this goes up, ceilings are going up because there's nothing there yet.
It feels like nothing is happening, but lots is happening.
Yeah, it's like they say, like, yeah, willy fun, happy for happy. So it's like, sticky for sticky, you might just push through.
House Signature Shiraz is creating a minimalist study space featuring vintage elements, and Zanal is on the hunt for materials.
Today I am shopping at Buco in Paarl. We are here to find some data rails, and then for another DIY that we're doing in our first challenge room is a lime wash paint. So brushes, paint buckets, and some drop sheets. A data rail is actually a very vintage way of decorating a space. And because we have such a modern and classical blend of styles, keeping it quite streamlined, slimlined, and modern, like this one. This is the perfect one. The next step would be to cut them, measuring, marking out the lengths and the heights of each, and then getting those 45-degree corners perfect. It's interesting how both of us coming from Paarl, even with our age gap, you know, we are so in line with the design style. It's mind-bothering.
We're planning to do a study, keep it paid back, but sophisticated, and create that calm environment for someone to go and have a moment to themselves.
Cool, now we've got all our measurements done, so let's cut it and get it done.
I found myself at this stage in my life, just finished my own personal study, and hopefully in the near future it will become a nursery.
I'm originally from Durbanville, and now I found myself in the heart of Paarl. I'm starting my life with my fiance. We recently got engaged. He is quite literally my rock in life. With him by my side, I know I have it all.
House Signature Chardonnay plan on a multifunctional space that covers work, play, and relaxation all in one.
When you're a designer and you're working alone most of the time, it's just your vision and your vision alone, you know, but now to bring it together with somebody else's vision, it's so exciting to see.
So the spare room challenge. I think that we should do something that really will appeal to a great market. And I think everybody needs a place to work from or to do homework.
Perhaps it's a space to chill in. So I think we should explore it from that angle as well.
It's a question of how we tie all of those different functions together, right?
It's about telling the story. It looks like we are getting the BICs installed today. You can see the guys are starting with the tall units, and this is going to be the actual storage portion of our design.
Easy Life Kitchens is absolutely essential in the design of this room because a lot of it is cabinetry, some joinery.
You can see that they've implemented my design like 100%. I just need to check the width to ensure that our couch will fit.
Well, I'm busy lining up the wallpaper before I can put any glue on it or the wall.
This is a very important part of the process because if you don't do this, you will mess up the pattern. The wallpaper is one textured. We love textured walls. We think that really brings a lot of warmth into the space. Already it's a cozy room, so we want to, make it feel like it's scrumptious, We are looking really, really good for time. In fact, I might take Sunday off and go to the spa, child. I find it really de-stressing, just checking all the alignment, using my hands. 2 meters. I've got all of them at 1.9.
That's not supposed to be there. This was going to be a two-way light switch. We canceled the two-way, but now, unfortunately, it has been cut into, and this is definitely a reminder to make sure that whatever you decide, you communicate to everyone on site.
The marble people and Ease Life Kitchens did help us come up with a creative solution. They've extended our backsplash all the way up over it. It also makes more sense from a practical point of view, considering that we do have some plumbing here. We do want to protect the joinery beyond it, so it makes sense to bring up the slab. It's actually a bit of a blessing in disguise.
In disguise, exactly.
You've got to take it all as it comes, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Cupboards is one thing that's permanent in your house. It's not every day that you hear someone replaces their cupboards. So this has to be something that's paid back, something that's really timeless and of supreme quality. So we have Easy Life Kitchens, having our backs there. I personally love a little shaker detail, so hopefully me and Lee can agree on that.
My 100 shorts on every drop. I can join, just don't prefer to join, but I can join. And I'll join in an inconspicuous way, in an inconspicuous area. We have some vinyl flooring coming in herringbone. Now, I'm a big fan of vinyl. It's not like tapete, but like this tapete. That's what people think vinyl is, but vinyl has really come a long way over the last couple of years. The comfortable finish to have as a flooring finish.
We are using oak vinyl floors, and we are using in a very interesting way. We are going for a chateau floor, which is more of a square pattern with your 45-degree angle patterns in between. It's a time-consuming thing to do. We're sure it's going to pay off because we want to do something a bit different, but it does also allow for some opportunity or for mistakes.
Parador is amazing. They are our absolute lifesavers with our laminate selection that we chose from them. It's an easy click-in floating installation, and before we know it, I guess our floors will be done.
Wow. It looks stunning.
It's amazing.
The texture on this floor is just insane.
It looks very like a natural wood, eh?
Yeah, you can't believe it's laminate.
We made the perfect choice. It's exactly what we want. Our floor is one of our proudest moments. It's just what we wanted. We went for laminate, but it actually looks like real wood on that floor. We're working well together, I would say.
I agree. It's literally like if you need a number 1, 2, 3, Lee's 1, I'm 2, and we both 3. It's like a puzzle piece that just fits together. For this particular room, we're focusing on the smaller elements to make our personalities pop.
Nou, kom sny julle net eers die 2 koppe. En dan sit julle dan sny julle daai stukkies by.
Lee's uncle George, he's helping us to perfect our 45-degree angle miters for our dado rails going up in our study to create a little special classical moment.
It's a very proud moment to have my uncle on the show as well, because he's so knowledgeable in the carpentry and wood trade.
It's a pleasure because I'm his godfather. You see, so it's a pleasure for me, and I would like to take my knowledge and give it to him. But ek nou die miters nie.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of work that needs to be done. If the paneling isn't perfect, it will show. So we need to get on that. We need to make sure the beading is installed perfectly. Everything is on a level plane. But other than that, I'm quite happy with the progress. I mean, we are cutting it close.
A little bit, as a lot.
Because of how we've designed it, it's all kind of just slots in place.
Yeah.
So what I'm concerned about is the fact that the window wall hasn't been primed, and we've got blinds and curtains coming in on Judging Day. So I hope that they can get that sorted, can actually prime it, and it will dry and paint it. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Up next, deadline day is fast approaching and the duos scramble to complete their spaces on time.
At Easy Life Kitchens, we design kitchens and our clients bring them to life. Your vision, our expertise, the perfect kitchen.
Tian Jacobs from House Signature Shannon has eclectic design in his DNA, which is perfectly reflected in a recent project on the West Coast.
Hi guys, welcome to Azerton and welcome to the barn. This is where all the action happens. We have a great built-in pizza oven, we have a lovely fireplace to your left, and you have the open doors inviting you to the outside. So the barn is definitely one of my proudest projects to be involved with, because working with Evie has been such a blessing. She has a different take on architecture than what traditional South African sense would be. She comes with a fresh take. It's completely different to anything you've experienced before. Also, the way that she manages to just place things, and it looks completely unintentional, but everything is thought out. There's so much attention to detail paid. You can look at even the lights that have the little bird's nest on them. They had to make sure they had got the right light bulb to make sure that that works, and it's stunning. The space speaks for itself. This is called Paarl Stories. This is a really eclectic space that we come to find really, really interesting items, stuff that you won't find anywhere else. It's extremely out of the ordinary. I was actually put onto this place by Evie Alsner. She has a very eclectic taste. She has a great eye for finding old items and making them look really, really new and special. So I knew I had to come here the moment we started working on this project. Items like these old measuring jugs would work really well, you know, especially because you mix chemicals and you mix plant food and whatnot. It needs to be relevant, but it also needs to create the correct vibe. I really, really love these hanging lamps with the counterweights. I think they can be used in a very unique way to create almost a desk lamp. If we mount it correctly and we get the heights correct, it could be a showstopper. It could be the piece that wins the room.
From vintage thrifting by House Signature Shannon to Woolies' latest interior trends, House Signature Shiraz takes a different approach.
Scents are pretty important. It's what you remember. When you exit the space, it will always stay with you. So it's quite important that we get the right scent.
I think we need to have a signature scent throughout the house. Let's try this one because it ties in with our color.
Oh my gosh. That's the perfect one. We are here to buy some decorative elements for our first challenge room. It is a mooi kleur.
Yeah, we're going for a natural type of burgundy, vanilla type of look. And wood has a lot to offer. This one is a little bit too thick, but and not the
please, but this color is perfect.
Yeah.
We found the perfect scarf. That's just the most amazing soft burgundy scarf that we are using to create a little moment in our study. That makes me excited.
Stepping away from the site, House Signature Chardonnay take a moment to connect with nature and the beauty of Paarl.
Paarl is absolutely beautiful.
It is stunning.
We wake up with inspiration every day.
I think the one thing I can't get enough of here is all the views, whichever way you look.
Yeah,
It's just all
amazing views in every direction. And I love that no two views are the same.
right.
So it's very natural and organic in that sense.
It's a beautiful surprise, I must say.
We are industry friends.
It was first a follow on Instagram. We admired each other's work, and that's how we met.
We like each other's vibe. We're both very chilled. We haven't worked on a full project together before. We just, take nuggets here and there. I'll ask this and that. Efe and I have great synergy, and we complement each other in that we are very good at different things when it comes to design. So I'm a bigger picture designer, and she's the sort of person that'll go into the details to make sure that that bigger picture happens and it happens well. We really want to make sure that whoever ends up buying this home feels like they are one with nature. It's serenity, it's a haven, it's an experience more than just a design, and I think that's what's really gonna, push us over the edge here.
We are in Paarl, in Correcraft, in een van hulle nuwe winkels. We are here to choose some items for our study.
Today we're looking for a desk and we're looking for some chairs for our study. And hopefully we'll find something that we like that will make us very happy. Wow.
This is perfect for our study.
And I like the color, and also because we have that custom-made steel door as you come into the study. It's going to work perfectly with us.
This occasional chair is so perfect for our house. We're planning to do a very fine, thin and sleek steel balustrade on our staircase, and that chair is like a exact representation of the detail that we want to incorporate.
We're looking for a desk that has classic elements as well as something modern, but something timeless. Check out this black table. That's exactly the color that we need. We should ask them for the catalog if maybe they've got like a black desk.
The study is one of the smaller bedrooms in the house, so we're really looking for something that feels small and it feels light. But it is at the end of the day a desk, so it has to have sufficient counter space. That one is,
yes.
That's perfect.
Great.
That's it.
I like the lines of the desk. It's super classical, but also very modern, and it won't date.
It's gonna go beautifully with our black, sleek steel on the chair.
Yeah.
Thanks to Capitec, we're still clopping with the budget.
We are at the sofa company in Cape Town, and we are here to look at some sleeper couches.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. So I really like this color.
And the shape, what are you thinking?
I'm in love with the shape. It's curvy, it's cute. This blanket is fun. I love the texture of this couch. It also feels like it's quite low, which is a little bit modern. I like that about it. I think it's fantastic. I love the color and the boucle. It's very comfortable also. I was completely against sleeper couches. This was actually Pepe's idea.
This is apparently
nice.
the chill sofa.
Let's see how this one works.
Grab and fold out.
Oh my goodness, this is massive. This is massive. Cherry on top about this chill sofa is that it doesn't look like a sleeper couch at first glance, so that fits perfectly into our study theme.
Okay, so I am back at CTM. Oh, this is nice. Out shopping for the basin and the tap. Tian is out doing his shopping things. We know each other well enough so that I can make an executive decision like this. I'm leaning towards white. I don't know, something about this is just tickling my fancy. So for the craft room, I think this would be perfect because it's big enough to wash your paintbrushes or your tools or your hands in. So yeah, I'm actually really leaning towards this one. It also looks like a creme brulee bucket, and I love dessert, so that's very sweet. But I am also liking this square one. I think this is going to be a tough decision. CTM definitely has a lot of options. Something caught my eye, and it is this one. I believe this is the graphite range, the Tivoli graphite. This is absolutely stunning because I love the color because it's not matte black and it's not chrome. This is actually perfect. I really like this color and it has a gorgeous shine to it. I like this tap. This is coming in our craft room, and the fact that they have quite the range on it, this can be used throughout the whole house. So that was easy.
So we were very fortunate to find this beautiful piece at Corporasie and Paarl. And my idea was that we have it in the corner here over the seat so that you could sort of adjust it as a light from the roof.
Is it adjustable?
It is adjustable.
Oh, and I love the color.
The color matches perfectly, doesn't
You
it?
did so well.
I'm so excited for it to be installed.
Oh, no, definitely me. I love it.
Love it.
That's why I know that I can trust you on the shopping sprees because you can definitely color match.
It's a very particular room. It's got a very specific style, so you need to pay a lot of attention to detail, make sure we finish everything perfectly.
I call it the creme brulee buckies. They literally look like creme brulee.
There's something about it that feels soft and light, and it goes with the theme of the room. We've also got lovely Tivoli taps from them. I'm so excited about those.
They are absolutely gorgeous.
They are stunning. I'm obsessed with them.
Up next, the design chaos continues as the duos get their hands dirty with DIY.
We're Carla,
Tito, and Mario, the CTM homemakers. Your partners in all things style, value, and DIY.
Creamy coffee in 3, 2, done. Jacob's 3-in-1. Wunderbar.
Today we are fitting our lovely oak veneer ceilings. We're a bit pressed for time, but our lovely carpentry team is working overtime and we're really confident that we'll be ready by judging. The adrenaline is running high. There's a lot to do. We need to stay focused. Yeah, we haven't slept. Basically, the entire room is being featured as a Buco room. We are actually doing the ceilings in oak veneer boards. They had to be fitted last in order to fit all the panels first, because it's very important to get your grains to line up. If you look at the paneling, it's virtually maintenance-free, which is a great thing when you consider adding value. People won't ever have to treat those walls again.
So we bought these 2 baskets for our DIY project, and we also bought 2 lamp holders with a nice sort of wooden finish so that we can match that and match our floors, which I think is great. You'll see we bought something that's got a bit of an open weave so that once the light bulb is in there, it shines bright and creates shapes and textures that quite mimic the texture and the pattern that's on the wallpaper already. You don't have to buy everything, guys. You can put 1 and 2 together and it creates, create something beautiful.
So I'm doing final touch-ups on a lime wash paint technique. Buco was kind enough to advise us on the method. We went with a light color as a backdrop, and then we take that same color, we mix it with a little bit of water. As you can see, the brush is quite wet once it's dripped into the paint. Then you kind of dry it semi, and then you crisscross with your hand. It creates the illusion that it's a wallpaper, but it's a very cost-effective way. We wanted really to go with a light, airy feel in this room. And this is definitely the effect that this paint gives you.
Chatting to the other contestants, everyone's like, oh, we have this left, we have this left. I'm like, we don't have a ceiling.
We need to spray our
We need to go spray our chairs. I spray everything.
She does.
I've got all my pieces here that need to get sprayed. They are silver, and we want to spray them in like champagne gold type of thing, because we are house Chardonnay. So we want a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of razzle dazzle, and that's why we're going with like a very light gold, a champagne vibe. Bubbles.
We are so thankful that Jacobs is a sponsor, because we've been flying through it.
My brain is just running through all of the little to-do list items. And then, of course, you know, as we work through it, there's like little things that pop up. So worried, stressed for time.
We're busy measuring out where our artwork is going to be placed on the wall. We're keeping our lines straight, simple, and clean.
We're a little bit crunched for time at the moment. I'm busy cleaning the floors so that we can mop it afterwards, and then we can finish with our styling.
I think with the massive raid from Woolworths and also a couple of thrift stores in the area, we've managed to make the space feel very eclectic, warm, cozy, different.
Tian and I are so excited to present this to the judges, but I need to get back to cleaning, otherwise we won't be able to. So
When there was tension, we managed it, and we're still here, and we're still working together, and we're still trying to get the best out of both of us.
Can we still be?
Yes.
Wet paint was a worry for house signature Chardonnay, but with the walls finally dry, the curtains are going up.
So exciting times. Our curtaining is going up, as you can see. We've gotten a beautiful lace sheer. We are at completion stage and it's looking absolutely stunning. We're so excited. Our TV just got here, so we're gonna get that mounted. Hold. That's 42. Okay, you can take it down.
The Samsung Frame TV mounts flash on the wall. You don't even see that it's there.
I'm now doing the final touches on our data rails that we did ourselves. Our house is a blend between modern and classic design style or interior styles. This is one of the ways that we're incorporating our classic interior design style.
As designers, we spec a lot and other people do it for us. But this time around, we have our fingers dirty and we are hands-on. So yeah, it's a little bit challenging juggling everything.
Woolies is amazing. They gave us some cleaning products, which makes it quite easy. A lot of their products are multifunctional cleaning products. So when you're cleaning your floor with their products, you can also clean the desktop, and they smell amazing.
I'm tired, but I'm feeling so excited now that I've seen the couch arrive and it's looking all pretty. We just need to get it in the room now.
If you're a runner, they would call this pace setting. And we hope that we can maintain this pace or do even better.
There's so many things that need to be considered. Everything needs to be put in the exact right place.
Yeah.
Yo.
Right, Dios, officially, your time is up. Tools down.
Okay.
What was that because of?
And let's find out what the judges think.
I think well done to us for breaking time.
I think we're good. I am
A little bit nervous.
I'm nervous.
I think that we really put our best foot forward. I need to nap. We're definitely proud of how far we've come and how much we've achieved, because a week ago there was nothing and now there's something.
Well, contestants, officially let me welcome you to your first round of judging. How are we feeling after our first challenge? How's Signature Shiraz?
At this point, I feel positive. It was a bit challenging in the beginning when working with the size, deciding what we are doing in this space. But once we set out what we planned, it went well.
What about you? How's Signature Chardonnay?
Yeah, look, listen, with the time constraints, I think we did pretty well. We were pretty nervous about everything, but it's all come together and we're just excited to see that it really did materialize. So excited.
Lastly, how's Signature Chenin Blanc?
Well, I can definitely say it's been full throttle for the past 24 hours. We've not slept or rested, but we're very happy with the results. I think it came out very well.
Look, I love it, and I know that there'll be more challenges to come, but right now, of course, it is the moment where we get to find out how well you've done for this first challenge. And it's not me that gets to decide. Let me introduce you to your judges for this season. You've already met CJ and Shekinah, but adding one more to our judging, we have the one and only, the head of Paarl Valleij Developments, Ryk Needling. He'll be your third judge for this round.
Look, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit intimidated.
As the head of development at Paarl Valleij, that is really the person that you want to impress you.
I'm quite starstruck to see Ryk Needling in the flesh. It's awesome to meet these kind of people in real life because they are such cultural icons in South Africa.
Well, judges, welcome and thank you again for being a part of this exceptional start to an incredible season right here on My Design Rules. For this first challenge, a reminder that we were talking about the brief being anything but a bedroom. And with that being said, what are your thoughts and what are you looking forward to seeing? Ryk?
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the contestants come up with. In my opinion, it needs to be practical, needs to add value. I think a potential buyer, unfortunately, not a lot of people have vision. So you kind of need to put something out there that they can see themselves in that room. And that is, in my opinion, what really sells it.
Rest of our judges?
I'm very excited to see what you guys came up with. I think for me, with any spare room, it needs to be functional and practical to Ryk's point. So I'd love to see how they've incorporated lighting into the space, how they've added their personal touch. Again, the value add is important. What will speak to you first when you look at the room? What are the focal points, I think, is key to me.
And from our most intimidating judge, CJ? Yeah, I was looking at the arms.
Yeah, I'm glad you made a joke there. When I hear spare bedroom, I think about a room that you give to your mother-in-law, you know, so...
Hey, be careful there.
So I would like something that works, and I'm going to look for those small touches. The stuff that you appreciate when you see it, but if you don't put it in, you're going to miss it, so yeah.
Up next, the pressure is on as our judges scrutinize every square centimeter of their spaces.
I'm very excited to be here. I got to know a little bit about the contestants. I'm really excited to see this empty shell that I saw before now has a little bit of a personality.
Hello.
Hello, guys. Hello.
Hi. Hello. Welcome to our anything but a bedroom area. I think it is quite strikingly obvious that we've created a study/pause area. We've created a space where you can either sit and work, but you can also use it as a space where you can close off the door and you can quiet down for a couple of seconds. I think firstly, let's start with the orientation of the furniture. As you can see, it's angled towards our beautiful view. And then most importantly, our joinery was pushed to the side due to the size of our room. We wanted to open it to the maximum square meterage we can, and then obviously relying a lot on that natural light coming in and working with the stunning views that we have. So we've gone with a very modern but classical feature style. So you'll see straight lines, clean textures, but then something like the dado rails that we have on that wall, which we did ourselves. That's the way that we introduced the classical features. Thank you.
Well done for reading us in a week.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
So I think the first observation for me really is the positioning of this desk. I think it's quite practical.
Yeah.
So you get to maximize the view, but without turning your back to the door. I love the concept of minimalism, but I feel like it misses that it factor. You know, it almost feels a little bit too minimalist. I think Another thing I would have maybe changed is that curtain rail, just recess it into the ceiling, because the space is so small. It would have been nice to just create that illusion of extra height and extra space. So it feels a little bit unfinished, but again, I love the quality of the curtain because you can see the light come through even if it's closed up.
It's a little bit plain in the sense, I think a buyer will come in here and if they've got a different plan, I think it's quite easy to implement that other plan. But it's neither here nor there.
I like a lot of things in the room, but like that wall, I know the shelves will be nice, but I like the painting on it. I like it's a bit of offshot. That art works there. It calms you down. Paneling is lovely. It almost feels like they have I'm not sure what style they're going with yet. Now they're mixing the two. In a space like this, you can't have 3 or 4 almost like heroes, so you almost need to go with the one and keep it there. But it works. I can see this room changing into something different very easy.
No, I think it's quite versatile, but a little bit too much. Maybe they should have put their foot down and
stood for something
a little bit more where it's very versatile, but you're not quite sure exactly what it is.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to your house.
Yes. So please tell us more about your room.
So we decided to stay away from a traditional space. We wanted a space that doesn't feel like a space where you have to come and work. We wanted a space that inspires you, a space that makes you feel creative, at ease, comfortable, almost an escape from your house, even though the entire house is going to be lovely.
I like it.
It's also going to be multi-purpose. So because we have a basin over there, this is it's a craft room, but it can also be used as maybe like a home, like beauty salon or whatever you want to do.
So you have multiple opportunities to use the space in different ways.
How long did it take to get all of this done? Because this is not a traditional way of building in South Africa.
So we did take that into consideration. One of the big things we did take into consideration was the amount of time we would save by not having to prep the walls in the traditional way.
So it plays off.
It does play off.
I also just want to point out this coral brick diffuser that was made by a local artist, and it also has the materials that we are celebrating in this house, which is wood, marble, and of course coral brick.
Pitching our room to the judges is very intimidating, but I think they'll understand what we're going for. We're sending positive vibes into the universe and we're expecting positive vibes back.
For me, it's a memorable space because it's unique. You don't get this very often in South Africa. And I like how they used all the partners' materials, even though there's no coral brick that you see, they brought in
very smart.
So it's very thoughtful.
I think the biggest thing for me is the smart way of the wood. I think you almost think to yourself, it's going to be expensive, but they didn't have to plaster, they didn't have to skim the walls, they didn't have to paint. The one thing I would say is, if you want to change this room, that water point there and that sink there is going to tie you down a little bit. But I think this is exceptional.
I mean, the wood is the main feature of the space. I think it makes a very nice and unique statement, but everything around it complements it so well, so it doesn't feel disconnected because there's a lot going on. They've chosen a lot of individual pieces, but it works so well with the overall theme and the wood on the walls and the ceiling.
When I walk into House Signature Shannon, I feel like I'm in an escape room. It is inviting, it is warm, it has character. There's just enough interest to keep you inspired, but it all complements each other so well.
I love that there's ample storage. I think for me, I would have liked those shelves a little bit deeper if you wanted to add books. Yeah, and I love this space here, but again, this could have also been like a day bed or like a cushion, so you can actually sit on it. At the moment, it just feels like it's fit for just the scatters. But yeah.
You've got your recessed curtains.
Yes, love that. And then again, just on the curtains, would have been nice if they used something a bit more sheer, so for more light to come in. I feel those curtains are a little bit heavy, considering that this is meant to be a creative space. You need as much light as you can get.
And I feel, with the wood, it's like a little cocoon in here.
100%.
I feel like if you close the doors, you can you're like shut off from the world around you. For me, I'm very excited. If this is going to set the tone for the rest of
the house,
for the house, it's going to be almost get chills to think about what's in store. They presented it as a hobby room, but in my mind, you could have incredible online meetings in there. You could do a podcast, probably, because it's so well protected for sound. So immediately in my head, it was very versatile and it's unique.
This room makes me feel that I want to start a hobby.
Hi.
Welcome, judges.
Hello.
Welcome to House Signature Chardonnay.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Cool. So our inspiration wine, House Signature Chardonnay, it is a wine that is defined by words such as elegant and finesse, and this is something that we really try to bring through in our space. Our design styles are comfortable, contemporary, and modern chic, and that is something that, again, we brought through in the design. We decided to go with a study. It's a three-way room, by the way. It's a study, it's a chill space, you can sit on the couch and do some gaming. And it is also a place where if you have an extra guest in the house, this is a sleeper couch and you can open up the couch for them. We do also have a lot of built-ins in the space, as you see. So we've got lots of storage, open and closed, because you do need a little bit of both. We've got a built-in desk that can sit 2-3 people. So it can be, mom and kids doing homework. It can be you working from home. It really is such a versatile space. And we want to make sure that everybody that walks in here, this is a space that appeals to a mass market. So welcome to House Signature Chardonnay.
Well done.
So the space is quite generous, I think, like the previous room we saw, and what I like is that they've added elements of storage. I love that they've sort of done this contrast statement feature with the storage wall in the dark grey, because everything else is quite light. So that adds a little bit of character, but it feels like there's something missing. So it feels like sort of this wall's a little bit incomplete. I don't feel inspired by the room as such.
Yeah.
Again, I love the recessed curtains. I'll probably repeat that throughout.
Everyone's going to do it now.
But this room feels extremely big and high enough. Although the colors that they predominantly went for was like cool colors, I love the use of the sort of contrast rattan lampshades. It brings a little bit of interest through.
I like the way they made sure this room covers 3 spots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sleeper couch, study,
That was very smart.
game. I can see almost for the kids up here. I think if the rest of the house layout is where the rooms are upstairs, this helps the house value for sure with that. The one thing I do like is the small things I can see is the finishing on that top shelf there. It almost looks like a marble finish.
Yes.
But I think that's also just a wraparound veneer. And then inside, something I haven't seen for a while is this finish. Normally they just finish this with the white. So they did a lot of thinking in here.
Yeah, I like the versatility in that they came out and said that was their goal. And I think if a buyer walks into a room like this, they might not like the wallpaper or the colors.
Very specific.
But they can see what this room can be used for. And I think that adds a lot of value. Well, I think that's a great start. We've got 3 very distinct rooms, and we've got some decisions to make. So
A lot to consider.
Let's go, Judge.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Up next, after inspecting each space, find out which spare room impressed the judges most. Stand a chance to win 5,000 Rand cash every week, courtesy of Capitec and My Design Rules. To enter, answer the weekly questions by replying to the competition post on the My Design Rules social platforms and include hashtag #BankOnBetter and hashtag #MyDesignRules. This week, we want to know which spare room impressed you the most. Competition closes 19 October. T's and C's apply. Now, this is how things are going to work after every challenge. Your judges will give you a scoring out of 6, which represents a full case of Woolworths signature wines. I mean, we are in the winelands, of course.
Yeah.
Only the winning duo will receive a total of 6 bottles, and the remaining teams will receive anywhere between 1 and 5 bottles.
It's a very interesting twist to have the wine bottles as a point and scoring system.
By the end of this entire season, the duo with the most amount of bottles will be our judges' favorite, which will mean you'll walk away with 300,000 Rand courtesy of Capitec. Now it gets even better because after every challenge, you'll have an opportunity to win 5,000 Rand from Woolworths, which you can spend on spoiling yourselves because I'm sure you'll need it. Along with today's challenge, we'll also give you a moment to celebrate, also compliments of Woolworths. So yes, the stakes have gotten higher and higher. So you ready to find out what the judges had to say about your apartments?
Yes, please.
Listen, starting with House Signature Chardonnay.
The judges absolutely loved the functionality of your room. They loved that it created a very open feel and space. They love how much you used the room to create storage, and especially the fact that it had the versatility to provide a multifunctional space. Big mention was made for that sleeper couch, so well done on that addition. But the question really was that you might have missed out on a few opportunities and maybe didn't capitalize on bringing through your story and that character. House signature Shiraz. Now the judges absolutely loved the feel of your room, especially the way you orientated your pieces and your furniture. It really brought in the feeling of that natural light. It felt open, it felt free. But one thing that they mentioned, that it felt like it might have been too versatile. There was comments made that the room could be potentially changed after purchase to anything like a bedroom or an office, it doesn't matter. But maybe that versatility might not play in your favor, as it's neither here nor there. House signature Shannon. Now, you definitely made a statement here, and the judges noticed that, especially with regards to the use of wood. It was a feature, it was a texture, and it really transported them to a different space. There were many notes made of a feeling of being in a cocoon, a feeling of being in comfort, but also maybe a feeling that it could be too dark. You did also include many features and elements in the home. The question is, did this work and flow together, or did it create a distraction? Sure, you're dying to know, what are the results? Now, with 4 bottles, we have House Signature Shiraz.
Nice. Well done, guys.
Well done. This obviously means that House Signature Chardonnay or House Signature Shannon are winners for this challenge. Now, with 5 bottles, we have House Signature Chardonnay. So obviously what this means is that our winner of our first challenge for anything but a bedroom with 6 bottles, House Signature Shannon. Yeah! Congratulations, guys.
What a delight.
Wow. We did not see that coming.
Our first challenge is yours. You walk away with not only 6 bottles, but also that 5,000 Rand Woolworths voucher to spoil on yourselves.
Oh, what's that,
Thank you.
We didn't expect little
There
goodies.
was money on the line.
Thank you, Willie.
Thank you so much, Woolworths.
As well as a moment to bask in the ambience of your win. How are you guys feeling?
I'm gonna cry.
Really
It was close
Everybody
and
brought
close.
their A game. Everybody brought the heat. Everybody's here to compete.
Yeah, everyone needs to keep rolling ahead at full steam, because this really is anybody's game.
Well, you definitely deserve your flowers, and I think for all of our duos, this has been quite an exceptional challenge. You showed up, you raised and set a bar so high that I cannot wait to see what is next. Go relax, take this moment in, but not for too long, because the next challenge awaits, and let me tell you, this one is not going to be child's play.
Yeah. Well, I feel a little bit disappointed in not winning our first challenge.
We're still on the podium.
We will definitely come back stronger and perhaps win the next round.
The pressure is definitely there to keep upholding that standard that we've now set. So
It's also important to stay grounded, keep a level head, stay focused, and keep executing.
oh, kyk al die lekker snackies.
Ooh,
Wow.
delicious.
Ek moet sê hierdie is nogals justified. Ja, ek's baie trots op ons.
Ek ook.
Is hier iets vir ons om te skink, om te drink, om bietjie te celebrate?
Ek dink ons gaan definitief hierdie bottel Woolworths champagne geniet.
Oh, what a wonderful way to celebrate.
I mean, the signature Cap Classic Brut from Woolworths is such a delicious, refreshing wine. Delish.
Who doesn't love popping a lekker bubbly, you know?
I mean, it sets the vibe, doesn't it? It's all about the
Definitely.
good vibes. Cheers.
Oh, ek dink ons kan nou lekker ontspan en die sunset kyk.
So 'n bietjie downtime vir die eerste keer in 'n week.
Ja, ja, omtrent. En dan môre doen ons dit net weer van voor af.
Yes, definitely. The cogs are always turning.
Yeah.
I mean, you see something on the table that you think looks nice, and I'm like, oh, I could use that.
Yes, exactly.
You know? Yeah.
For the next challenge, what do you think it is?
Paarl did mention that the next challenge won't be child's play, so it really makes me think that this would be a children's bedroom.
No, that's very true. Maybe we can do something that's a little bit more
Airy
open
and open and light.
for the next one.
Stick to the theme, but
Mm.
just slightly twist it
Yes.
to keep it unique, so they don't expect something when they walk into a room.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
It kind of for a moment takes your breath away. It's a beautiful escape. It kind of gives you like a wraparound cocoon feeling.
It's a lot of wood, I must say. You know, I like changing things up over time.
Yeah,
So this
as
is like,
well.
this is very permanent.
As well.
You have this for life. I find it a little bit dark, a little bit overwhelming for my senses.
If I could change one thing in this room, it would be not to do the water point. That to me is the most restrictive part in that room. It can never become a bedroom. So essentially they have taken a 4-bedroom house and made it a 3-bedroom house.
But the attention to detail here is insane. I mean, all the lights are like green and
Especially
beautiful.
these vintage style lights and
Yeah, that's
also,
very cool. That's very, it's not something you're gonna find every day.
I wonder where they got all of this.
Some of the items definitely looks thrifted, which is a very nice bit of
Yeah.
personality.
I think the botanical kind of vibe, it's definitely a vibe, and the vintage elements that they've put in the space, it adds personality and it adds character.
Oh, there's also a little bench over here. I wonder if it's, is it like a seating bench?
I see they have some storage here underneath as well.
That is cool. Oh, I love the green.
Even
inner.
green carcasses.
Yeah,
That is-
the green carcass. It's lovely.
Attention to detail. I'm feeling like I just walked into a room where someone has literally just walked out and they were busy with these plants. So it really painted a story for me.
What I'm taking away from this design is that one's design should be impactful, because immediately you walk in, you get the impact, you get the story.
It feels like I now want to become a botanist. What I'll take with me is the touch of personality that they incorporated. The fact that they executed the styling and the staging of that room perfectly.
I'm a big fan of those little jars. I don't know what's in there. It's like
a little garden.
Does
You know,
have
like-
a lot of character and
It does.
personality.
I don't
as
even
well.
know what that is, but I like it. I definitely think they deserve to win.
It's not something that I would typically go for, but because it's so well done, I can appreciate it.
Given the time constraints that we had, the fact that they even pulled this off is
Yeah.
insane.
I'm excited to see how they pull it through to the rest of the house.
Well, a big congratulations once again to House Signature Shannon on taking the win. And I want you to join us next time as we see our duos embracing their inner child as they decorate a room designed for big dreams, big smiles, and a whole lot of laughter. Only on My Design Rules.
My Design Rules was brought to you by Capitec. Bank on better.
Another feel-good production.